Hello guys, Wahoo here, back with another video. This time around going over the emblems, just some of the best ones. Some of these are situational, and before I get too much ranting on, let's just jump into the emblems. So I am on my Neo Ninja, and here you can see I am using the martial emblem. That's at least what I call it. There's also an arcane version of it that gives magic damage. The other one gives physical damage. As you can see, 250%, both of them for 3 seconds when you use your flask. And I might say this right now, how you activate these emblems is that you connect them here. You can see them on each side, and then when you use the flask you get these buffs. So when I use my flask I will get a buff of 250% physical damage. So let me use a flask. As you can see here, you can see the thing around. It's because I have a mod for it though, that shows you the different probably for you, but it just shows it then active. And the one below, as you can see here, the one, if that would be maybe more visual than the other, you can see the one that like the waves underneath my feet here. Those are of course the trailblazing. So let me face you guys again, and let's talk about these ones here, because these are one of the best ones in here. People use them all the way from when they obtain them all the way to the end game. So how you get these is of course from the store, and you go to the more tab, scroll down a little bit, and here is the two ones, right? And each of them costs 10k qubits, so that is a little bit expensive, but they are definitely worth it. And some of them some of the stuff you should be working on as the first things buying from the store. If you're talking death-defying veil, that's maybe a little bit better, but the point is that these are of course the emblems you should be getting first of the store. So getting into the other ones that are a little bit more situational, because these are ones you want to. The first one would be the trailblazing emblem, which I use, we can see right here on the Neo Ninja. And what it does is that it grants boost to jump and movement speed. And this, if you are speed farming with a Neo Ninja, it's very, very important to have this if you want to go as fast as possible. And as you probably saw, if you saw in the store, and you can also see it in the text, is that it is also from the store. I'm not sure if it's 10k or 7k, but it's situational, so definitely get these first. Even though you might be playing a Neo Ninja, definitely also get these first, because there might be magic damage characters in there that is going to benefit more from this one at least. So that was the first situational one. These were the kind of, I wouldn't call them mandatory, but I guess you can. This is a situational one, and the next situational is the unwielding emblem. And what it does is that creates a shield around you, though you won't take damage. It's kind of like invulnerability for I think it's a few seconds. It doesn't say specific how long it is, but I think it's like 2-3 seconds that you are invulnerable to any damage. So I use this, for example, situationally on my Dracolite, where I'm carrying people, so I don't take that extra damage for a while, and I don't use my Veld or my potion stacks as fast with this emblem here. And as you can see, it can be purchased from the Luxian store. That's a Luxian dragon when he is in the hub, and sometimes you can get it from there. I think it wasn't there too recent. I'm not sure, but it appears randomly, so keep an eye out on that, because it is from something you can buy. You can also get them in a few packs and such. So definitely also a situational one you shouldn't like pay too much for just to have it. The next situational emblem I will talk about is the chronomantic emblem, and this is really awesome. I use it for my gunslinger. As you can see, it reduced the cooldown of all your abilities. So that's of course also his ultimate. So it just gets to be up all the time. And I think you use like 3 potions, and then you reduce the cooldown completely, and then or maybe it's 4. To get the ultimate running basically all the time. So this can also of course be obtained from the store. It's a little bit further down. There it is, and I think this is definitely 10k, I'm pretty sure. I cannot remember, it's such a long time since I bought it, but you will see it in your store what it cost. And yeah, it's a very, very good emblem for if you are looking to reduce cooldown on abilities. So the gunslinger is very, very dependent on this one for sure. With of course the magic damage one. The next one I would like to talk about is the Sure Strike one. And the Sure Strike one is really, really awesome. As you can see, it gives you 20% crit hit for 10 seconds. This is something you can buy from Trove Wonders. You can also buy it from the store, but I don't see anyone on right now. But you can buy it from Trove Wonders. That is the yellow boxes that cost a 10,000 flux for each box. You don't get it in the box, but you get it from the fragments that, you know, drop in the box, and then you can buy it from a vendor, and that's how you get it basically. So this is really, really good, and I should probably use it on my Neo Ninja because I only at 50% crit, for example. So any crit hit you have less than 80% is fine, is really, really good, you know, or then it's really, really good to be using. When you're above 80%, it becomes worse and worse the more percentage you get, of course. So if you hit 80%, if you are at 80%, use something else, you have enough crit hit. Of course you want that 100%, but to those 20% is not going to do it. And basically find some other of the other ones I mentioned before if you want to use those. And that actually brings us to the small allies you can have when you summon things, and that is of course the Beamer emblem and the Evil Eye emblem, and there's also two from the store. These are actually, sorry, these are for the store. These two, this one is from the store and this one is from the store. And basically it temporarily summons a damage that fights to you. This one is based on your magic damage. So if you're running, for example, a magic damage character, you would use this, or if it's a physical one, you can do that. And these two are from the store. I wouldn't recommend getting these from the store because I think they're quite expensive. I can't find them at the moment, but they are from the store. And these two are from Mastery. That's what I mean. These two are from Mastery. One is physical damage, one is also magic damage, so it summons a little ally. And the Beamer and also the Evil Eye is also the same deal. These are from Trove Wonders, so if you are looking for to summon an ally because you have enough crit or you don't know what you should get and you don't have the two mastery ones, sure, get these two. These are pretty nice as well. I use it on my Shadow Hunter because the Shadow Hunter really doesn't benefit from anything else of these. So I summon an ally because I'm also over 100% crit. These are, like I said, it's also from Trove Wonders, like the Sure Strike is, so these are not too expensive. But if you do have the mastery ones, don't really go for these. They do a little bit of a different attacks, and there is a whole calculation people have made. I don't know where it is, but I know it's out there somewhere where people have calculated which one does what, and some does AoE damage, some do single target damage and whatnot. But you shouldn't worry too much about that. That's just information I want to put in there if somebody was wondering. But these are like the allies thingies are pretty cool to have if you don't have anything else to put in there. So more or less every other emblem in here is more or less useless. That's not something people use. If you for example have the Berserker one, sure, use that one if you don't have anything else, or the vampiric or whatever you want to use is always not terrible emblems, but make sure you get the other ones that I mentioned. At least the Arcane and the Martial is essential, and everybody uses them for all the way from like they said, they get them all the way to when they actually, get to the end game. And yeah, so this was a little bit of a rundown on all the emblems, and I hope you liked this guide. If you did, make sure you like this video, maybe subscribe, helps me out very, 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 very much, and I do super appreciate. So I will just see you in the next video. Bye.